Happy New Year to you all. I hope you're okay. We've made it through. We made it through Christmas. We made it through New Year. Our plans may have been jiggled a little bit in terms of dealing with COVID or any other illness over Christmas. But now what? We've made it through Christmas. We've made it through New Year. We might have made some New Year's resolutions. I'm going to let you into a secret. I hate New Year's resolutions. New Year's resolutions for me are very much associated with making some vague plan of what I was going to improve and then not doing it or not keeping to it and then saying, it's just a New Year's resolution, I'll try again next year. And I hate that. I hate the fact that there's any sort of programming or anything inside me which means I can only recreate what I want in life once a year. It means that actually I've already given myself an excuse not to do it. I've already given myself an excuse not to try again. I've already given myself an excuse to, it doesn't really matter. And if we want to make change, then actually it does matter. It does matter about what we do. So for me, New Year's resolution, absolute pants. I'm going to pop up a post in a little bit. Oh, pop up a post. That's like a pick up a penguin. Yeah, sorry. So I'll pop up a post later, which has got like a breakdown of what I'm going to talk to you about. But what happens if actually we keep giving ourselves times to kind of try again? I mean, every fresh moment that you have is a fresh moment to think a new thought or make a change to what you're doing. But instead of a New Year's resolution, which is supposed to last you all year, which the vast majority of us don't actually manage to do, I think there are some people out there who do manage to start a New Year's resolution and kind of keep up with it. And I'll be talking to you a little bit more about that mindset in a live later this week. But when it comes to New Year's resolutions, just bin them and work out actually what is it that I want to try to do every week, every day. What are those things that you want to try that you can take those manageable action steps? And what happens if you give yourself new permission every week to start again if you fall off the wagon? That means this year, instead of having one chance to make things work, you've got 52. What happens if you do it as a daily thing? Then you've got, is it leap year this year? No, I don't think it is. 365 opportunities to try again if you don't make it, for a long period of time. And we're so sort of trained to really being very negative about us not achieving something. Oh, I knew I wasn't going to do it anyway. Oh, what was I thinking? Who was I to think that I could make that change? Oh, maybe I don't really want to do that. Even though actually, if you dug down to the real motivation, you could find what the reasons are to make that change. Maybe those changes are in relation to the people you have in your life. Maybe it's not sort of one of these I want to get fit things, but what if it's one of these things where you say, I am tired. I am tired of being everything for everybody else, and this year I want to do something for myself. Instead of giving yourself the one chance to do that, why don't you give yourself a ton of chances to make a change, to be able to try things, discover they don't quite work for you, and then decide that actually you're going to try something different or shift it? What happens if a New Year's resolution actually is just giving you permission to not achieve something? What if actually making this change and doing something which involves a regular reflection of what is going on for you, what if actually that is the way forward instead, so that you can keep saying, right, okay, so this week, in terms of my goal to protect my own energies because I seem to be doing everything for everybody else, what if actually this week I try to have, I don't know, an hour's walk on my own? What if I try to make sure that I'm doing some reflective practice every day and thinking about how I'm doing and how I'm feeling and really sort of feel into those things? And then you get to the end of the week and you didn't do it every day, but you did do it 3 times that week or 4 times that week. Instead of getting cross at the fact you haven't done it 7 times a week, you get to celebrate that actually you did manage to do it so many times this week. Hello Kate and hello Sean, lovely to see you, hope you're okay. Sean, loving all the baby spam, it's amazing, he's such a cutie and I'm sure you're doing an amazing job, even though being mummy, especially, well no, not even especially at the start, but being mummy is tiring and hard work. I bet you're nailing it. So if any day you struggle, just be kind to yourself. and look after that gorgeous, gorgeous baby boy that you've got. Okay, so where was I? I think I've now lost my train of thought, going a bit gooey over a baby. So yes, so when it comes to sort of revisiting how you're doing, instead of saying, right, that New Year's resolution I didn't keep, I'll try again next year, then you've got a new opportunity every single day or every single week to think, right, how am I doing with that? So I will pop the written strategy up because it will be easier for you to follow, but it's about making it's almost like, instead of a New Year's resolution, it's a bit of a what I want to change this year paragraph, and it's something you keep revisiting, you keep coming back to, you keep checking in with how you're doing, and you have self-compassion around it. So instead of berating yourself for what you haven't done, you celebrate what you have done. So what happens if you have something where, instead of a New Year's resolution which you give yourself one opportunity to do, what happens if you give yourself 52 resolutions to do it? What happens if it's something that you can revisit weekly? And you don't do it consistently every single time, but what happens if you do it like even 26 times in the year? That's still going to be better than your one New Year's resolution which you binned within sort of 7 days of making it. Keep giving yourself that opportunity, because life gets in the way, other things happen, we get tired, we get fed up, we get in a low mood, we get a curveball thrown at us, we get an unexpected situation happen, and all of those obviously can really, really affect us. So give yourself lots of chances to make a change this year. So I'll pop the strategy up, have a look out for it, see if you can work your way through it. If you need some help, I'm here. Just ask me questions by commenting, or ask me questions via DM. Either is absolutely fine. Let's make 2022 a fabulous year, because I don't know about you, 2021 can do one, which obviously it has now, and we still have the challenges on our front doorstep that we had in the last couple of years, but we can make a difference to our little corner of our world. So go and do it. Lots of love to you. I will see you on Thursday. Take care. Bye.